What a great game. Obviously to give up a big inning in the first inning and to have to turn it over to Ryan Miller out of the pen in the third, it says an awful lot about Ryan Miller for us to win this ball game. We battled today. Things were not going our way. Belge, and I hope I'm pronouncing that right, I thought he was outstanding, their starter. St. John's has a heck of a pitching staff, and they've got a heck of a ball club. Their team could compete in any league in the country. They certainly gave us all that we could handle. But our guys fought, and we certainly fought with 2 outs in the sixth, had a couple walks, and then Wilkie had just a tremendous at-bat, 3-1 ball game at that point, hit a double off the wall to tie the game, and then Drew Wharton followed him with a big 2-out hit to give us the lead in the sixth. Scored 2 more runs on a 2-out hit by Chris Williams, I believe in the 7th inning. Wharton with another big 2-out single RBI in the 8th, and we needed every run we could get. It may be the first time as a head coach that I have coached a game where we've given up 2 big innings in one. It's next to impossible statistically to give up 2 big innings in a ball game and win the game. So I think that, I want to make sure while I'm sitting here that I give credit where credit is due, because the young man to my left, I don't know if I'll ever get a chance to coach a pitcher who has done more for a team than Ryan Miller has. Ryan Miller is the best pitcher probably that I've ever coached. For him to be able to do what he has done for this team this year, you look at how many games we've won on his shoulders, it says an awful lot about him. So I just couldn't be prouder of Ryan and the job that he did for us today. We would not have won the game without him, and what he's done for this team all year long. It's just it's impressive. So I certainly appreciate him and what he's meant to our team.
Ryan, is your approach going in a little bit different? Because in this situation, you know that it's really going to kind of be on you to really chew up a ton of innings and just go as long as you could possibly go in this ballgame.
I mean, regardless of what situation I come into, my main goal is just to get strike one. I'm a ground ball guy, so for me it worked out today. I was able to get a lot of ground balls and get off the field pretty quickly. So, I mean, it doesn't really change for me. Unless there's a big situation where I need a strikeout, I'm going to get strike one, get strike two, and hopefully get a ground ball.
Ryan, you were at about 100 pitches between Friday and today. Was your arm hanging a little bit there in the 8th inning?
I actually felt great, honestly. Probably one of the best times I've ever felt. Kind of crazy, but I don't know if it was the adrenaline, and I'm going to feel it later, but I felt pretty good.
Ron, what'd your teammates tell you when you came off the field?
I'm sorry?
What'd your teammates tell you when you came off the field there?
Just that they loved me. I think they were proud of me. That's the kind of group that we have. The fact that I walked off the field and 20 guys gave me hugs shows a lot about those guys. I love them to death.
Any other questions for Ryan? Okay, Ryan.
Thanks, man.
Questions for Coach Lee?
Coach, I'm guessing that you're going to start Strider in the next game. We haven't seen Owen Griffith in a while. Is he ready to go in the pen?
Yep. Strider will start the next game for us, and Owen is available. And, just with the limited amount of guys that we have available, Owen is a strong possibility to potentially get in the ball game out of the bullpen.
With the big lead, did you consider maybe holding Gilliam, knowing that you're going to need some more innings moving forward, or was it a no-brainer saying we just need to finish this and get out?
Well, we felt like once we gave up the home run to cut it to 9-5, and then next guy got a base hit and a 2-0 count, we felt like we needed to make a change. I mean, I think we asked an awful lot out of Ryan Miller today, and I think he gave us everything that he could give us. And we felt like, obviously, we had to win this game. I mean, you got to win this game, so you got to go to your next best available guy in that situation, and that's Riley. Riley's been our closer all year long and has done a tremendous job, and we felt like we had to go to him at that point simply because I think Ryan had given us pretty much everything that we could ask for at that point. We would have liked to have gotten through the game without using Riley. That was our plan. But when you got to go to your best reliever in the third inning, I don't know what else you could ask for him. I mean, you're going to ask him to pitch the rest of the ball game, and he almost did. But we also felt like the fact that he was on one-day rest, we knew he could give us a long outing because he's done it time and time again all year long. But we felt like he had given us everything that we could ask for him at that point, and we needed to turn the ball over to somebody else.
Monty, how nice was it to see some big hits from your guys, especially with 2 outs?
It was big. It was great for us, and obviously, we hope that we can carry that into the next ball game because, against Vanderbilt last night, we didn't do that. We had runners on base and couldn't come up with a big hit. Face some good arms today, and hopefully we can carry some of that momentum, offensively of, getting hits with runners on base. We hit really well with runners on base today. I felt like a lot of 2-out hits with runners on. So, hopefully we can put together some good at-bats against a really good club tonight and see if we can give ourselves a chance.
Look at this game coming up as just continuation of the last one, just try to keep that mojo going?
Well, the momentum is always based on the starting pitcher. I mean, that's the bottom line. I mean, I've used that line a lot in my time as a coach, but it's so true. I mean, momentum is all based when you start a game, a new game. Momentum is based by the starting pitcher. So Strider needs to be good for us. Strider needs to give us a great start. I think our lineup will be ready to go. I mean, I think our lineup, we've got guys. Hitting is contagious. A lot of hitting is confidence. And we had a number of guys that had good at-bats for us in Game 1 today. So I'm sure that our lineup will feel pretty confident going into the nightcap.
Why don't you talk about just Kyle again being the spark plug again for you guys and kind of getting you going there?
I'm sorry, I didn't hear it.
Can you talk about Wilkie being the spark plug again and getting you guys going with that rally?
I mean, we hit him behind Chris. We've hit him a lot of spots in the order. But the one thing that Kyle does better than anybody on our team statistically is he hits with runners in scoring position. I mean, he's the best hitter in our lineup with runners in scoring position. He hits, I think, 400+ with runners in scoring positions, better than anybody on our team. So anytime Kyle comes up with runners on base, you feel pretty dang good about it that he's going to dial it in. He's got big-time heightened awareness. He can handle pressure because he's got to be involved in every pitch of the ball game. That's what Kyle brings to the table for our lineup and for our team.
Talking about momentum a minute ago, the home run by Beer really seemed to swing it your way. Did it feel like that really got your guys going in the dugout, or did the temperature never really change?
Well, that certainly gave us, some confidence. Anytime Seth hits a home run, it's 3-0 at that point, and their starting pitcher is just running right through us. So, when Seth hits a home run, all of a sudden it does give you a little bit of confidence in there, and now you know that the time runs on deck. So that's a big deal, for our guys. They understand that all you got to do is put together a couple good at-bats, and next thing you know, you can blow the thing wide open. And, that's certainly what happened in the 6th when we put together the big inning. But, yes, anytime, somebody bolts one out of the ballpark, it's going to give your offense some confidence.
Time for one more.
As far as you know, was Hennessy's arm okay? Any reoccurrence of the earlier problems, and was it just one of those days, maybe a little bit of rust, that type of thing?
No, his arm's fine. I mean, his velocity was good. He just, you're facing a lineup that had 8 out of 9 hitters are right-handed hitters. So they hit left-handed pitching really well. So from a matchup standpoint, it's a better matchup against St. John's lineup to throw a righty. We just didn't have one. So Hennessy was what we felt like our freshest guy. There was no health issues whatsoever with him. We started him, obviously left some balls up, but he did a good job in the 2nd inning of getting out of that inning clean. But we just felt like once they got back to the middle of the order in the 3rd inning that we needed to bring in a right-hander, and we felt like Ryan was the right guy at that time. So that's why we made the change. But it had nothing to do with his health. His velocity was good, and his stuff looked fine.
Thank you, Coach.